Hello, this is my MacBook Pro 17-inch screen. Late 2008, it's a 4.1 model designation. I always thought it was 2009, but it's a late 2008 apparently. It's 4 gig of RAM. It kind of took a little bit of a lead from Nigel over at Station 67 just to do a video here. This is Ubuntu-Unity though, the 2404, but I've fully updated it to, if we go to the software updater, I believe there'll be a big update here actually. This is my MacBook Pro, but I've also got a drive with 2404 Unity on a PC. And I've just done an 850 meg download to update it. So I've pretty much a feeling that there should be some updates here, although maybe I caught them when I installed it a couple of days ago and updated it since. I'm using Simple Screen Recorder. You can see the apps in the bar here and also in the top bar. This is the life patch symbol. What else have we got? It says I've got I've got a green light and 100% battery now. That's a real weird situation, because if I was to pull the cable out, it's a MagSafe 1 connection, whereby it's magnetically connected, but it's the early one, MagSafe 1. I know that I'll only have about 30 minutes, and previously I've had 50% as my sort of battery level. So the batteries for me in this, I've bought a few batteries. I bought a couple of real ones, and then since then I bought maybe 2 more. So I've probably bought 4 batteries over the time since I've had this, which is 17 years. It was sitting in the box, it says, there you go. Now if I go to settings, you'll see, so this is 2404. I did a previous video, I've only got one video on this channel now. The previous video was the laptop running Unity. If we go to Ubuntu Pro, I've got it notify me of a new version never, because basically with Ubuntu Pro I've got life patch status, I've got the infra, I've got the apps, I've got kernel life patch. Keeps the system secure that don't require a restart. It does work. This gives a 10-year life, so being 2404, this will work till 34. I've got a couple of drives with 1604 and 1804. 1604 was the last Unity drive, Unity release of Unity desktop release of. So let's just close that down. It was the last Unity release, Puka release of. It's not closing down for some reason. Why is that? I don't know why. You do get little glitches. Oh, hang on. Maybe it'll go now. It was gonna. Oh, there it's gone. You do get little glitches sometimes when I shut down. It doesn't actually shut down. I've got it the power button and so forth. But basically, I've gone to the dark side on this. This one here, if I do a sort of, I basically got qubit torrent. So there you go, MacBook Pro 4.1. That's what's offered to me when I installed it. By the way, 4.1 or 41. If I do a sudo, you see I've installed some stuff there like that. But if I do a sudo snap, see there you go, I've installed qubit torrent desktop TAC, which is the 5.1.2. I've also just done a snap refresh. If I do a refresh, let's see what happens. They're all up to date. If I do a sudo apt update, you'll probably see it's the same. But so basically this MacBook Pro was sitting in the box in my bedroom, and I'd previously taken out the drive and I'd literally just put it back together. I didn't even connect the and I made it all secure as such inside, but I didn't even connect this bits and bobs inside. You know, basically there was nothing in, there was no drive in it, and keyboard wasn't connected. It was just sort of put away, you know. All packages are up to date. So I don't think I've got Flatpak on here. I don't think I have. I do Flatpak. Blimmin' heck. it's going to tell me something. No command found. If I do a sudo, if I do a snap list, and I'm doing this on the microphone rather than, so there they go. I'll just quickly crack that full screen. Can I do this? Control Shift Plus. Yeah, I can. Look, I've got it all. So basically, it's Qubit Torrent and Firefox. That's the two snaps I've got. The rest of it's from the. I can get everything else really from the. From the actual repositories, Ubuntu repositories. The App Center is not installed. You don't get an App Center, a graphical App Center, but I have got Synaptic Package Manager here, so that's pretty good for installing stuff. There's the Firefox. There's files. Now files in Unity, Ubuntu-Unity. There's the thing that's recording at the moment. It's a 160 gig hard drive. Because I didn't really want to put a big one in. You'll see I've got very little in there. Videos, I've got a few items, I've got nothing else in there. But you'll see that it's got the panel at the bottom shows the free space, etc. Or properties. If I was to go to downloads like that, yeah, you know, there's nothing in there telling me the total free space of the drive available to me to use. It's Nemo, you know, it's not the Nautilus GT, it's not the Nautilus GNOME version. Basically it's the what do they call it, Cinnamon GTK version of what was Nautilus basically at one time. Tweak comes, the Unity tweak tool comes as standard, as does settings, so you've got two discrete parts. I've had the software update and so forth, but this is a really nice use of, what is it, 2008. So let's say if it goes to 34, that is 26 years worth of use out of this laptop. And of course, because I'm not going to upgrade it to, you know, Ubuntu 2604 or 2804, I don't think I'd do that. I might not be around by 34 anyhow, who knows, it's quite a way off really. That's just being realistic, of course. But everything works. If I hit the, if you look at the top, there's the actual, that's just me hitting the MacBook Pro buttons. There, me off sound as well. You've got to do like, if you wanted to do Alt F4, you'd have to do Alt Function F4. So it's just as easy to use the keyboard. The only thing I really had to do with this was install Sim Client to get tap to click. I haven't tried the, this camera, onboard camera or anything like that. It won't do any of the functionality of a MacBook Pro with the, stretching the touchpad or anything like that. It's just a standard touchpad, one click or two clicks, so left click, or two fingers right click, I've adjusted it to scroll on edge scrolling, which is quite convenient. I can't remember if it's natural or otherwise. It just scrolls for me. I can't remember which way I've set that. But I'm opening up Firefox now. It does take a little bit of while to open up Firefox, but it just works. Everything works. I mean, I don't know what I've got on Firefox as a shortcut, any shortcuts that I can just flash up. I'm hoping the microphone's working okay. I've got my usual array of extensions. I've got DuckDuckGo Privacy Essentials. I've got Smart HTTPS, which changes every HTTP. It tries HTTPS, a launch of that rather than just standard HTTP. You've got uBlock, which is Origin. It's better than AdBlock really. Privacy Badger. I've got Clear Cache, Clear URL, clear browsing, I've got history cleaner, and I've got this thing. I don't really use Facebook, but it's supposed to get rid of all the Facebook rubbish. What have I got? Candace Owens. She's a brave woman, Candace Owens, and if you don't look at Candace Owens and watch her, then you should take a look at YouTube and see what she has to say about the world and the reality of the world. There's my normal RT shortcuts there. I won't flash one of those up in case somebody objects if they do watch this. I'm not getting very many people watching anything, probably because I've been blacked at some point, and I'm certainly not trying my hardest to get people looking. Those that have subscribed should get notifications of sorts that YouTube puts out, but I don't know what they do now to mask people, to blank people off or anything. So Candice's videos are all under live, are newest. Last one was 9 days ago. A little bit worrying because unless she's on holiday or something, but she's really quite regular normally to
All right, you guys, happy Friday. Some more interesting tips are coming in. It seems that company, Satis, a French company, the angle has opened up a whole new level of possibilities here in this Charlie Kirk assassination story. And I have to tell you, I do not think that they were just painting planes this year. Rather, we've learned that just because...
You need to watch Candace Owens and get a view of the world. That everybody should be getting a view of the world rather than sheepish. Anyhow, so that's... Just close that down. So that's my MacBook Pro sitting on 2008 MacBook Pro, 4GB of RAM, 160GB hard drive. It's a Core 2 processor. I believe you can upgrade the 4.1 to 6GB of RAM, but I've been pricing it. It's about 30 quid for a 2GB stick and a 4GB stick as a pack, but I've already got two 2s. I remember I paid for an upgrade from 2 to 4 when I bought it. It cost me about 1800 quid this back in 2008. I was closing my company at the time because I was starting to work for a bigger company. I closed my own company and I was winding up, and the financial assets meant we had so much in there, and it's what bought me this. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought it. In my company, I had 3 or 4 laptops that I purchased on behalf, as part of the company's assets, and they were ThinkPads and Dells, and I've still got 2 of those, actually, or 3 of those. But I would never have bought a MacBook Pro for the company because it just didn't suit. It was not usable enough, basically. I have added a little adapter to look at SD cards, and it's pretty good all round, really. It's sometimes there's the mouse. If you look, there's the mouse in top center. If you look at that, sometimes it's a little bit dodgy. My dog's coming through now. We have got a dog. I'll have to put some photographs of my dog up. It's a Shih Tzu. We got it. Benji's his name. He's a bit of a pain. He's a smelly little dog. He's 3.5-year-old. Never, come on then, big boy, up on here. Never, and he's now going to sit on the laptop. Get yourself up then. Where are you going? Hey, my goodness me. Are you going over there? Go on then. Oh, goodness me. What a bloomin' lump he is. He weighs 10.6 kilos. He's twice the weight of a normal Shih Tzu, by the way. But he's solid muscle. He's just muscle. He's got a long back. We got him off a woman who was living in a top floor flat and had to get rid of him because she couldn't have any dogs or animals. But she had 8 kids, and when I took him to the vets, the woman said I'd rather have got rid of the kids. I don't know about that. I'm hoping now my volume's working okay and everything. So that's basically it. So I'll have to put some photographs of Benji up. He's a lovely little dog, actually. This time we've sort of gone out for insurance because I spent £880 in 10 days for my last dog, Gypsy the Lurcher, and the only thing I came out of it with was a collar. Useless vets, of course. They're all big American conundrums. Corporations, they want to be called, but they're conundrums, really. All they do is take money. The service is terrible, and everybody's finding out. There's a big issue about it. Anyhow, there's my battery gone to 100%. If I pull my power out, I mean, it won't fill straight away, but it'll go. It will report in a moment. I've got it set to report percentage and time. It takes a little while to respond. Cycle of the polling, or whatever you'd like to call it, the watchdog or something like that you want to call it. It still hasn't changed. Get a little green light on the MagSafe. I mean, when I look at some of them, I'm actually bidding on YouTube for a MacBook Pro, sorry, or MacBook Air, a MacBook Pro, a smaller one, 8 gig of RAM, 2015, 8 gig of RAM, an i5 processor, 1440 by 900, which is the same as my Dell E6410. Still hasn't gone. I'm going to plug it back in, of course, and the little light has gone green. It hasn't gone. It hasn't gone brown. It's just gone orange now. Actually, not brown, orange. Might get a little change on the bar at the top, but we haven't. So yeah, I'm bidding on one. I'm about 20 odd quid is an average that I'm bidding at the moment. I'm leading on 4. I don't want to buy 4, so hopefully somebody. I mean, I'm literally a pound in the lead on most of them. But for 30 quid or whatever, and you get yourself a i5 processor, 8 gig of RAM. It is soldered. You can't up it or down it. You can't improve it. But 8 gig of RAM is pretty much good for a little 128 gig. Basically a netbook. They're netbooks really when you look at them. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see the outcome of that. There you go. 3 minutes to full because I had it plugged out. If I take it out now, it might respond. I don't know why it hasn't responded quickly. So it should give the time. At the moment that's time to full, but and it takes longer than that. But if I was to plug it in to leave it out, it would change. But I don't really want to while I'm recording a video, to be honest. Anyhow, I've achieved the aim. I've recorded a video. I don't know how long I've been going, but 2 videos on the channel. Might do another. I'm using Ubuntu with the ESM, and I've gone to the dark side using snaps because it's just the way it is. It works. If anybody thinks that they can avoid being followed or watched or looked at by those that want to, unless you've got something to worry about, then maybe you need to use a more secure operating system. But they're all open. They're all open to be seen by those who want to see, should they try hard enough. And I think that's about the end of the video. I'll say thanks for watching. I don't know how many will watch this, but I would hope a few. I don't know when I'm going to get another video done. I just do them. I'll try and do one occasionally, but if I haven't got anything really to say, you go across to my Rumble, my channel on Rumble, look for Metafile on Rumble, and you'll see about 100 videos, which I took from here and put across. A lot of them were transferred as I did them, and then I've got them all somewhere on a stick or on a drive, should I say. I've got all the stuff I ever put out, just like I've probably got the bulk of all the ISOs that I created and published on SourceForge, but I've took them all down. It's like Nigel at Station 67 said once, you know, a lot of the stuff isn't relevant within a year of you either creating the ISO or you know, publishing a video on a system, unless it's a technical issue where you're talking about how to do things, you know, which doesn't go away. A lot of the reviews are not worth keeping. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to call it a day on that video, and for anybody watching, who is watching, thanks for watching. I'll try and do another one or two every now and again, but it's not really my thing at the moment. I've got too much to do and not much time to do things other than, you know, stuff that I have to do that's important, you know, looking after grandchildren and things like that, or just trying to live out a life here in and winter's a bit of a funny time in you know, in rural areas. Keeping gutters clean and things like that. Crikey, gutters, goodness me. For, you know, I've got trees all around me, and that's leaves and pine needles. My goodness, the pine needles. If you've never experienced pine needles before, my goodness me. Okay, on that nice note, wildlife's still going strong. May through, well, from May for about 5 months, 4 to 5 months from May, badgers were on my front lawn. I've got 3 deer come every day. I've got a squirrel eating every day. I've got 4 feeders that have all got what do they call it, woodpecker on each one of them. There are hundreds of blackbirds, my goodness me. Yeah, a squirrel has been absent for a while, but is there every day now. Amazing. Okay, thanks for watching. Until the next time, as I say, don't know when it's going to be. Be safe and take care.